Okay, we're going to do a quick review comparing the Big Al brand model 222 camo shorts that I'm wearing here with the Fjällräven Barrett Pro pants. So when I first got these shorts, I ordered them from a site called Ghostwear, GOSTWEAR.com. I got no affiliation with them. They sell a lot of workwear. These fall under the category of workwear, and they're composed of 65% polyester and 35% cotton, which is a pretty common combination of materials for workwear, and coincidentally also for outdoor wear, like the Fjällräven gear. When I first put these on, one of the first things I noted about it is that there's no back pocket on the left. It only has one back pocket on the right. Now, I'm left-handed and I always carry a hanky, which on these pants I wear here, normally my hanky goes in that pocket. So I didn't like that about them. For the fit, I'm a 36. I got a bit of a gut. Their 36 fits me very well, and they're quite comfortable. I've gotten about 2 years use out of these right now. Wash them a lot, wash and dry in the regular cycle. I like them quite a bit, and they were, I think, current price is about 38 bucks plus tax. I can't remember if there was a shipping charge or not. Pretty reasonable. In addition to one back pocket, the two front pockets are of the sort that they're relatively deep. I've never lost anything out of those front pockets, never any concern about that. And then it's got the two side cargo pockets, which are pretty good size, and they're on there in such a way that when I've got stuff in there, it's comfortable to walk around even when they're relatively full. I carry my wallet on that side right now. Excuse me. Sometimes the wallet goes back here, depending on whether or not I'm driving a car or whatever. I just wanted to get a shot of the buttons on these. They are definitely not as convenient as the snaps on the other pants, but they're not impossible to operate with one hand. So snaps definitely better. Like any garment that's got a fair bit of cotton in it, you don't necessarily want to be getting very wet in these when it's cold out. However, I've definitely gone swimming in them. I have gotten wet in the middle of summer and then hang them out to dry, take an hour or so to dry. Another thing about pants in general that you want to watch for is the number of belt loops they have and what kind of belt loops. These belt loops are a little bit thin. It'd be better if they were wider. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 belt loops, which is a pretty good number. Sometimes pants will only have 5 belt loops, and I find that you get as the gaps get wider, they have sag and they don't stay up as well. So I definitely give these guys points on the number of belt loops that they have. So these guys are outdoor wear. Fjällräven is a very high-end Scandinavian company, I think Sweden, judging by the flag on here. I should look to see if they're actually made in Sweden. I will follow up on that. The Big Al shorts, the other ones were actually made in Canada, which is a good bonus. So let's do a comparison. The first thing, put these on, size 36. I normally take a 36. They fit pretty close to identically as the Big Al shorts. The material on these guys is also 65 polyester, 35 cotton, and Fjällräven calls that their G1000 material. So whenever you see G1000, that's what they're talking about, is 65-35 polyester cotton. I find The material is about the same weight as the Big Al shorts. It seems to be about the same durability. Very well sewn, very well put together, very well thought out. So, first problem, also does not have a left back pocket, nor does it have a right back pocket. There's no back pockets at all in these guys. And as I mentioned, I am a back pocket sort of guy. So, strike one. Let's look at the belt loops. The belt loops are slightly wider than the Big Al, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 belt loops, about the same as the Big Al pants. The belt goes in there really well. They stay up well. Really like that. So with no back pockets, where do I put my wallet? So they have the cargo pockets, and they're configured differently. This one is on the side. It's very similar to the pockets that are on the other shorts, slightly bigger, and the bellow design here is a little bit different, pretty close to the same capacity, slightly different. Inside here, I'll get a close-up later, but there's like an elastic pocket inside that pocket, which is pretty neat. That's where I found that I hold my wallet. The fact that it's elastic in there and it's just about the right size for my wallet holds it in there extremely well, so it's not bouncing around in my pocket or anything like that. A shot of the pocket for the, I don't know if we can get that or not, whether there's sufficient light, but so there's inside there is like a elastic pocket. It's hard to see there, call it out there. So there's this elastic pocket like mesh, and it just happens to fit my wallet perfectly, and that's definitely a feature of the Fjällräven shorts that does not exist on the Big Al. That's a really nice feature on these shorts, and they are snap shorts. The snaps are probably a little bit better. I like that better. This side, the cargo pockets on the side. On this side, the cargo pockets on the front, and there's 2 of them. There's a really big deep one here that goes all the way down, and then there's another one on the front here, and then there's also, never used this snaps on the bottom. I should actually get a hatchet. It looks like you could actually put a hatchet in there and it'll come out the bottom. The handle will come out the bottom, so if you want to carry your hatchet attached to you, that would be one way to do it. Not quite sure what else that might be used for. Snap on the bottom, I guess you could use it for other things as well. So these guys win in the pockets. I'm still not 100% sure whether I prefer the front cargo pockets or the side on the front. It feels a little bit awkward when you've got this guy loaded up, but maybe that's because, you know, any pant like this I've ever worn in my life, it's always been side cargo pockets. And forgot to point out the front pockets on these guys are deep. They're very similar to the ones on the Big Al. I use them. I've never lost anything from them, so they're very good front pockets as well. I've had these for about 2 years, but I kind of misplaced them for about a year, so I've only really been using them this year. They're very robust, basically same idea as the other ones, because there's 35% cotton. If you get wet, you're going to get cold. I took a swim in the Ottawa River in May accidentally when the canoe capsized. You can read about that incident on my blog, and I ended up being very chilly in these guys. It was kind of bone chilling. Got out of the water, it was quite chilly, so keep that in mind. You'll see here that I got a little hole burnt in them. That was striking a match. Struck a match, and a little piece of the thing, when I struck, it flew right on there, landed on my short, and I brushed it off like a half a second later, but it was still on there long enough to burn a good hole. I keep forgetting to patch that. I've I patch holes, I should do a video on that. I use a little dab of silicone on there just to patch it and let it dry, and that'll take care of that. So I would expect the other shorts to behave similarly if I got a spark on them, because they are made out of essentially the same material. Now the big killer for this is these are slightly better shorts, there's no question about it, but list price on these is $130 versus $40 for the other ones. Now I hope I'll include a picture of the price tag in this video. I actually got these on sale for $30 at Cabela's. They were on the sale rack. I looked, I couldn't believe it, and I couldn't believe it even more that they were my size and they fit perfectly. So I only paid $30 for these. I would definitely pay $30 for them again. I'd pay $50 for them. Might pay $60, I don't know, that's getting into my cheapskate zone. So value for the money. The Big Al pants are definitely the way to go in my view. If you don't mind spending money, or if you can get them on sale like I did, these are really great shorts, well designed, well thought out, well built. And for the price, I think these are a really good value for the money. I will definitely be buying another pair of these when these eventually wear out. Like I said, 2 good years of wear so far, and they're holding out extremely well. No torn seams, no problems whatsoever. Alright, look at the tags. So Fjällräven, made in Vietnam, Euro size 52, US size 36, men's, and this should have the model number here. So whoops, there we go, Barents Pro shorts. And then that should hopefully also say, yeah, made in Vietnam. Alright, and versus my Big Al model 222, whoops, there we go, Big Al model 222, 65 polyester, 35 cotton, made in Canada. Definitely the value choice.